matrix, expand our minds, and make us all think. Yeah, we're at a different time. Sorry, guys, we're just trying up some new times here. And I think we might, we might stick with the morning times. We'll see what happens here. But we're going to get, we're going to make sure we're at some regular times here too. And just keep it the same time all the time. So I want to get some votes from you all. If you guys like it at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, or if you guys like it at 8 a.m. Pacific time, or if you prefer the evening, let me know. And we're going to make sure that we make that our regular time then. We'll go by the votes of everybody. Morning. I can't speak apparently. This morning, Loki, how are you doing? It is good to see you this on the text here this morning. Well, today we're going to talk about pleroma, the truth of our original designs, where we originally came from. So, grand risings, all my beloved ones. And let's take a deep breath together. You guys ready? Let's do it. Inhale light and exhale fear. Ready? Inhale light and exhale fear. I figured it was you, Infamous. How you doing? Yeah, I kind of figured it was. So, today, we're not here to talk about religion. Just so you know, we're not here to talk about religion or to polish old beliefs. That's not what we're here for. We're actually here to remember. And that's what Mystical Ariel's about. Remembering. This entire journey for the last several years, I've been taking you guys on this journey into the depths of the inner depths of my soul, and into the journey for you to embrace the inner depths of your own soul. So, I'm doing well. No joke, we should all take in a nice day at the spa, huh? I was feeling like I need to take up some nice hot springs or something. So, like I said, we're not here to talk about religion. We're here to talk about old beliefs. We're here to help remember. And the ancients told us of this place called Pleroma. Was it a place or a mind or memory or a long distance of frequency of energy of our original truth? The fullness of life. That's what it really is, the divine realm of truth. Thank you. Our true home. But humanity has been caught inside something else called assimilation. An imitation of assimilation, a shadow of reality built by a demerge. You see, the false god, this blind architect, demanded worship, obedience, and fear. And understand that it did that because it was lacking something. And for thousands of years, humanity has bowed to this. Not to love, not to truth, but to a schizophrenic idol that calls itself God while embodying war, punishment, and control. And yet, even in the old original text, it would say, and we would even teach from the stages, do not have false gods before us, do not have these things that control us, and yet here we are bowing to them. And so the question today is, what happens if we do not awaken? What becomes of humanity if we stay asleep inside this program? And this is why we must go deep into science, psychology, philosophy, nature, and agnostics itself. Hello, phone repair. You need a phone repair? Oh, hi, phone repair is the name of the guy here who's joined. Hello. So, to remember the truth of who we are and what is at stake, we're gonna get into it and get into the depths of this. All right, you take it easy. Have a good day. So let's talk about the false god system. Let us begin with the lie. From Babylon to Rome, from the empire to empire, the same pattern has repeated its authority, cloaked in divinity, rulers claiming to speak for God, priests demanding blood, worship, and obedience. This is not divine. This is programming. This is the demerge. It is not a father of love, but a counterfeit, a schizophrenic ruler demanding you to bow while he destroys and punishes and wages war. A God who slaughters nations. One who tests with cruelty, who calls himself jealous. That doesn't make any sense. Why would creation be jealous? That is not the breath of all existence. You know? I will answer those questions after. Let's get through this first. Some of these questions are not of this right now. But love does not demand fear. Love awakens. And yet, generations after generations, humanity internalizes the schizophrenic God image, one who is hovering over you, pointing their finger down in you. It's embedding fear and guilt into the nervous system. From birth, we are told, you are broken, you're sinful, unworthy unless you obey. And that's not true. The result, a humanity trained to serve, to self-police, to betray its own knowing. That is the genius of the demerge. I mean, to make you look and think that it's a God of love, but in the same time, people are destroying one another over that image. Where the captives are enforced in chains themselves, they put them on. Science itself whispers what the mystics have been already known for so long. Quantum physics shown us that matter is 99.99% empty space, and what we call solid is nothing more than vibration energy held in a pattern of information. And see, this holographic principle tells us that the universe is a projection, a vast field where each part contains the whole. Your consciousness is not inside your brain. Your brain is inside the consciousness. How's it going, Rama Hooper? I have not heard the new Young Thug. Digital physics goes further. Reality behaves like code. Energy comes in discrete quantum-like pixels. And information does not matter. It is fundamental. What does this matter? It means the world we see is not based on reality. It is a simulation, a projection, a shadow play. And here is the most important point. Consciousness collapses reality. Where attention goes, reality forms. The demerge knows this. This is why fear is manufactured endlessly, over and over again. Fear is the battery of the matrix. Do you understand that? Every news cycles, every crisis, every distraction is designed to pull your awareness into fear. So you feed the simulation instead of awakening beyond it. Do you see how planned is? This is not chaos. This is engineering. All of this has been engineered. Rama, I'm really not into going and checking out some music right now. I have some really important things, and that's what I'm about here to share right now. But if it has to do with what's going on in this awakening, if it's good stuff, I'll give it a time. If it's about this awakening, if it's positivity, but if it's about attacking people, if it's an insulting kind of thing, I won't be listening to it. I won't even give it the time of day. But we are gonna go back to what we're talking about here, because this is really important. None of this other stuff right now is really important. We're in a situation in our lives right now. If you pay attention, there's really important things. And it's much more than just putting your directions on somebody else. I encourage you to be into the mirror today, okay? Let's bring the focus into you right now. Go look in the mirror. Let's look at you. Let's focus on you, because you're valuable, all right? Let us look into the mind, okay? In the Milgram experiment, ordinary people gave what they thought were lethal shocks because an authority told them to. They gave lethal shocks to people because they got told to. In the Ash experiment, people denied the evidence of their own eyes to conform to the group. We see this all the time. These are not ancient stories. These are modern humans showing us how easily obedience overrides truth. I know how I've experienced that, and even in my own experience in this, I had an uncle that spent a lifetime in jail for murder that he didn't even commit. And there was a jury and all of that, but let's face it, that jury believed the greater group because there wasn't evidence proving that. Because in the long round, DNA proved he was completely innocent. That has happened to many people now, hasn't it? And this keeps happening all over the place. Now add religion, add childhood, conditioning, add trauma. We were taught to disobey and you burn forever. Question and you are damned. Obey and you may be spared and uplifted and put into high places. This is psychological warfare, you guys. Do you understand that this has been done to us? It creates Stockholm syndrome, captives defending their captor, calling it love. And this is why so many defend the very system that enslaves them. They believe their survival depends on loyalty to the false god. And the result is learned helplessness. A humanity so conditioned it no longer believes it can escape. A humanity that accepts the prison as reality. Can you imagine? Look at these video games kids get wrapped up into. Look at this uncle, whatever that 3D system we got, you put on. I've tried it. It gets so real, you think you're really falling. But we've been imprisoned, been given a false reality. But see, Yeshua came to shatter this, and he did not come to be worshipped or turned into a god or a religion. He came to awaken. He did not bow to the god of this world. He exposed him. This is why they killed the dude. He said the kingdom is not above you, not outside you, but is within you. Religion teaches you to look at an external God, and it looks at an external Savior. And our original designs as sons and daughters of the source of all life. Sparks of divine light, not servants of schizophrenic idols. And this is why they turned Yeshua into a religion, because his message threatened the matrix. His truth could not be allowed to spread freely, so they weaponized it and they took it in liberator and made him into another chain, a religion. But the spark cannot be erased. It is within you. And that is why you feel restless, unsatisfied within material success. That is why you see numbers, dreams, synchronicities. It is the beacon home. The whispers of Sophia calling you to remember the original design. And now, we're in this place where we have to clear what happens if we do not awaken. See, the merge tightens the net. Digital IDs, constant surveillance, AI designed to predict and control, media designed to numb, wars to divide, distraction to keep you asleep. See, the final plan is not just outside, it is inside. To turn humanity into willing slaves, trading their sovereignty for convenience, trading their spark for programming. The mark is not only a chip or a code, it is the mindset of servitude. It is bowing to the program instead of remembering your light. And if we do not awaken, humanity becomes a full mechanized race, cut off from the source of all existence, living in a prison system of its own agreement full time. Never to have the doors open again. But hear me, this is not destiny, this is only at one timeline. Awakening collapses it, returning to pleroma. So how do we do this? How do we return? First, by remembering you are not broken. You are not sinful. You are not separate. You are the sparks of the divine I am presence embodied. So breathe. Inhale, breath, all of existence, and exhale, programming. Stillness, silence reveals the whisper beyond the veil. Nature, every tree, every river, it remembers. Pleroma more than the concrete world. Why do you think I spend so much time in nature? Why do you think I spent so much time there and continue to? Community awaken with others for light multitudes. Third is by questioning everything. Every belief, every fear, every system. Truth does not fear question everything. Fear does. Fear is so afraid of questions. Lies are afraid of questions, man. They hate them because now they got to think of the next thing to tell you. Trust me, I know that. I was a people pleaser, and any people pleasers are liars. We lied because we were trying to conform to a world that was not ours to conform to. And finally, the key is to embody love. Not sentimental love, fierce love. Love that awakens. Love that says, I will do this no matter what is done to me and said to me. You are free. You are whole. You are light because you know the truth. So close your eyes with me and place your hands on your heart and repeat this deeply. I am light. I am the spark of the kingdom, and the kingdom is within me, and I must go in. I am the light. I am the spark. The kingdom is within me. Beloved ones, the light was never lost. It became you. The memory of light is stirring. The pleroma is calling. Now shine so bright, the illusion cannot hold you. Shine until the prison dissolves. Shine until all remember. This is the hour. This is awakening. This is memory of light. This is a memory of light, the truth of our existence. Remember who you are. Stop fueling this negative system. Stop fueling what is going on with this chaos. Stop being the fire that continues on. Stop looking at everybody else and everything else. Meanwhile, you're sitting there and you don't even like yourself. Well, you would if you go gaze into the mirror and stop believing the lies that this world has been telling you your entire life. And you would go and you would be doing something constructive instead of being indestructible. Be the light, because that's the truth of your real design. So make sure you do one thing towards your dreams every single day. It brings you one step closer. Make sure you recognize that you are valuable and you matter, and you are all unique puzzle pieces, a part of the ultimate puzzle of the cosmos. It is not time to mess around anymore, people. Wake up.